You ever have one of those weeks where your fragrance choices are just all over the place? You can't seem to get any kind of homogeny going? Well, in this week, that's what I had. And trust me, they're all over the place. Usually, I pick my fragrance the night before. Same thing with my shirt and my slacks for the next day. I kind of know what's going on, so I know how to pick it. You get the idea. However, this week I could not make up my mind for the life of me. I couldn't figure out, should I go cozy or fresh or loud or soft? I was just all over. It was truly a first world classic fragrance dilemma. Unique or classic, total torture. Let me know how you go about picking your fragrance for the next day or in the morning. How do you do it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Well, this is my fragrance process for this upcoming week or the last week. I hope you enjoy it. There's too much fragrance hype about Chanel Platinum Egoiste. It's everywhere. This way, that way. It's the best one. It's the best one. But for me, I'm kind of tired of smelling that scent profile. So you know what I did? I went back to the original Egoiste for Monday. You younger guys probably have no idea how this smells. This one came out in 1990 and is an absolute beautiful, woody, unique stunner of a fragrance. Jacques Polge used Brazilian rosewood, mahogany, cinnamon, tobacco, a little vanilla, a touch of rose, and some leather in this fragrance. Now you're thinking to yourself, you must be out of your mind. It's hot outside, for God's sake. And I told you, I was all over the place. And here we are, right at Tuesday. This was Monday. Yes, okay, I did feel a little bit guilty on Tuesday for wearing Egoiste on Monday because it is hot outside. So I reasoned myself into Valentino, Uomo, and I did the Aqua. No hazelnut, no chocolate. So we have some iris, tomato, and some mandarin orange. It's going to be what you have in Valentino Uomo Aqua. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, as I'm talking about this right now, I think this one may have been discontinued. If it is, I do apologize. Maybe you can find it out there somewhere for a good deal before the prices go up. And that was my fragrance for Tuesday. On Wednesday, still in the mood for a little bit of a thicker fragrance, but I did notice that I was starting to lighten up a little bit. So for Wednesday, what I did, I ended up going with Mancera Oud Lemon Mint. Oud Lemon Mint has mandarin orange, some lemon, and a little bit of almond in this fragrance from 2016. So I thought with this one, I was surely going to be, heading towards summer. But in actuality, this one is still pretty heavy, and it is a little bit misleading because it does say Oud Lemon Mint, and it does have the lemon. However, there is no mint in this fragrance at all, which I thought would be a little bit invigorating. However, the mint is sort of comprised, or it feels like it could be a little bit minty because you have a combination of coriander, there is some pepper, and there's a little bit of jasmine in here. And I guess in some kind of, magical fragrance way, this does feel like it has a little bit of sweet mint somewhere in the background. There's nothing listed in here though. But it does have some oud, so we're still on the heavier side. And like I said, we're still all over the place. I still haven't found the groove for the week yet. So at this point, we had the Egoiste, we had the Valentino Uomo, the Aqua, both of them not that light, and the Oud Lemon Mint also not really that fresh and that light. And it's like 100 degrees outside or like 40 Celsius. At this point, Thursday, I am really after the freshness. I was going to hit it no matter what, and I was going to get it. I was going to get that burst of freshness. After all, at this point, with 40 Celsius and 100 degrees outside, I'm yearning for a piece of freshness. So what I did is I went and picked l'Odyssée pour Homme Intense. And I'm thinking, yuzu, yes, yuzu, why not? It is bright, it is refreshing, it is just full of power. This 2007 bitter citrus, how could you go wrong with this one? I think that this creation from Jacques Cavalier definitely had me on the right track, despite the fact that it's going to have some incense in here, some cinnamon and some nutmeg. But I think we're heading in the right direction. and you're going to have plenty of protection and staying power for the price point that you can get this one for. Then on Friday, feeling like I've overcome sort of my fragrance dilemma of what to wear, I went with a fragrance that is unfortunately discontinued, but you can still get it at discounters right now and often at those stores, where you can find it. Just got to keep your eye out for it. Now, this is a 2002 fragrance, and it is Presence by Mont Blanc, and it's the cool version. In this one, you're gonna have some Granny Smith and a bamboo note, combined with sort of a musky dry down. Now, I do have to admit, wearing this one, I kind of felt a little bit generic. It reminded me a little bit of a Nautica fragrance mixed with that blue Mont Blanc, the Ultra. If you kind of have that together, that's kind of what I felt like wearing this one. I was a little bit nonplussed while I was wearing this one. It is absolutely nothing like the 2001 release called Presence. So the Presence Cool is nowhere near as good as my next fragrance, which is Presence for Saturday. Of course, the fragrance is not called Presence for Saturday. It is merely Presence by Mont Blanc, the same one as this one, only it is just called Presence. This 2001 fragrance is an absolute gem, and it's to be had for a really good price. One's blue, one's green, the blue one being cool, and the other one just Presence. 2001. This one is a sort of classic soapy fragrance that is dressed up in some cinnamon and cardamom. Absolutely beautiful. And as an added bonus, I always get compliments on it, and I mean always, and my wife absolutely loves it, which is not a bad thing to have from a fragrance. And like I said, you can get Presents for a really good price online. And sometimes you can see them at the online sellers, just like with the Cool. But personally, I'd stay away from the Cool, and I chose Presence, the original 2001, for Saturday. And it gave me plenty of protection and longevity. Surprisingly enough, you will get whiffs of this sort of all day long. Is it a little bit closer in? Sure, it's not going to be a monster, but you definitely can smell you wearing this for quite a while. It's a lovely fragrance for a great price. And on Sunday, because it is Sunday, I sort of had my groove going. I kind of went from, trying to get fresh to going a little bit barbershoppy and soapy, and I actually really enjoyed it. And for Sunday, I got a killer fragrance. And can you guess which one it is? On Sunday, it's a barbershop fragrance, top notch. Nah, it's probably too much to ask. I'll give it to you. It is The Tragedy of Lord George. I believe it's a 2016 fragrance created by Alberto Morillas. I mean, look at this absolute gorgeous bottle. It's not plastic, it is actually metal, and the fragrance is absolutely to die for. Tragedy of Lord George by Penhaligons. This one's going to have some woody notes, it's going to have some brandy, it's going to have a little bit of tonka in this. It's definitely a creamy barbershop fragrance. Elegant, it's classy, it's not too overpowering. The Tragedy of Lord George by Penhaligons is going to satisfy anyone's nose who has a knack for elegance and style. But let me know what you think. I personally think that a lot of times, because the longevity here is a little bit, it's not too good. I feel like some things you pay more for them, but they're ever so fleeting. Is that one of the reasons we like them? Because we can't have enough of them? Let me know what you think. I also want to know, how do you go about your day? How do you go about picking fragrances? Do you do it like me in the morning or in the evening, the night before? Do you know what you're going to wear? Do you ever run into the dilemma, oh my God, I don't know what to wear. I can't figure out what to wear today. Let me know in the comments. Or if you have one fragrance that you love and you just wear that one. This is my one to go to and I don't need anything else. Let me know in the comments as well. I'd love to hear from you. I had super fun recording this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget, leave a like. Maybe even subscribe for more content. Would love to have you on board. Until next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice, and I will talk to you soon.